And we're back with the finals here on the Nova Open X-Wing Championship for 2016. The K-Wing bombers run by Marcus did not make it through Ben. Ben stopped that. It was a fairly close game.
All right, so apparently they were waiting on us.
Oh, they were waiting on us. Well, here we are. So Ben on the left just beat Marcus. He's running a Lothal Rebel. This is a TLT Rebel with Zeb stored in there. And a Bomber Warden. Then Billy is running the same list we saw last round. Kanan, Zeb, Biggs, R2-D2. So they both play completely differently. The Kanan list likes having Biggs behind him, tanking a lot of damage, doing all that, while Ben just has his TLTs and his bombing, and just is going to try to get in there and do as much damage as possible. Remember, with the change to in the FAQ, you actually get all 4 TLT shots, which is a lot of TLT goodness. And yeah, it turns out that ghosts are pretty good, being on both spots in the finals of the 107-player tournament here in the Nova region. There were ghosts, there are K-Wings, Biggs. Biggs is always good. We didn't see many triple jump masters at all.
Is popular.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
Billy has initiative.
Initiative?
Billy has
Billy has initiative. I thought you said Billy has an issue. I was like, what?
That's what I thought he said.
It's an issue because he has an issue problem.
Okay. So Billy has initiative.
Billy has an issue.
Yeah, I don't agree with the flechette torpedoes. I'm really got to ask Billy at some point, like, how often does he actually use those flechette torpedoes to any use? I mean, they don't seem very useful, but I don't know. Oh, I should probably get rid of the little stay tuned, huh? Because we're... Yep, there we go.
I think to ask you is because he wouldn't actually go over and thank the Imperial players.
And they're both very high in debris. I really want to ask Billy about...
He's gonna go there and say thanks for the help, and they're gonna be like, oh, okay. I'll be like, oh, we didn't send you any support. You know.
really want to ask him, with ion turrets, would it be better just to have actual asteroids?
Looks like they're having fun there.
I think that'd be solid. I don't know. You can come sit if you want to commentate. If you're not doing anything else, we'll have Marcus join us, and he will commentate and talk with us. Hey, we're joined by Marcus. Let's see if I can move this.
We're sitting over there and we're trying to go through something.
I'll figure it out. Let's see. Everything okay? Yeah, everything's still okay. Good.
So I'm pretty familiar with Ben's list after you kind of ran through it. Ran through my list with it, but I'm not as familiar with Billy's. So,
Yeah, we had Billy's on the stream just last round.
Okay.
Basically, Big sits behind Kanan
Yep.
and has an evade from Jan and doesn't get hurt. And whatever does happen, he just shrugs off and regenerates. Yeah, what happened in your semifinal that ended up you losing it?
Okay, so basically I did a little bit of bad positioning with Biggs. I tried early on to keep him behind some rocks, but basically it got to the point where the K-Wings were going to break away, and so I basically went one-on-one against his ghost with my Biggs. That didn't end very well for Biggs.
Biggs loses that matchup.
So I got behind early and basically missed a critical counter net that I think could have brought me back into the game. But Ben flew that very well. So.
Okay.
congrats on him.
Yeah, he's a solid player. Ben won regionals, I think just won regionals, and plays fairly well in another regional. And Billy's one of the local players around here.
So one of the good things that Ben's got going for him is he's got that TLT. So what Billy's going to really need to do is try and use all those debris fields to try and hide behind them with bigs. Try and keep Kanan alive a little bit longer.
Yep. One of the things we were talking about actually last round, so he's playing with all this ion control in Kanan Jarrus. Why is he bringing debris fields? Like, I would definitely prefer asteroids if you have ion control. Like, if you got the ion, because he's double tapping ions around with all this ion control. Like, if you have Dengar go plop himself on an asteroid or something, that's so much better than having him plop himself on a debris field.
So what I could see is it might just be personal preference as far as just trying to maneuver a large base ship. It can be kind of critical towards the middle of the map, especially if there's a large cluster of rocks. That's typically what I try and do. So bringing debris might just be a safety measure on his part.
Yeah, just so he doesn't have to worry too much about his own ships and everything. But I still think that's the wrong choice. I think rocks would be better here. Like in this matchup, I think rocks would be better for ioning people onto him. I mean, he doesn't have Hera. Like, if he had Hera, I would totally say, yeah, debris field, so all day.
Well, the other critical thing is you have two ships that are going to be on the board, and he's got Zeb that's going to be inside the Ghost for most of this match.
Yeah.
He's got those two damage sources, and Biggs isn't really going to be meant as a damage source, so he has to make sure that he gets all the shots that he can, and any rocks that are in the way might hamper him for that.
I still think I would like rocks, but I don't know. Maybe yeah, he just likes debris better or likes flying with it better. But I think you have to have a really good reason to bring debris nowadays with Dengaru existing.
Yeah. So I can see.
Oh, should they start a 2-hour? So they'll start a 2-hour timer because there is a time limit. If they hit a 2-hour time limit, then something's gone horribly wrong. And we have a question for Marcus: is how long did it take you to get that good at flying K-Wings?
Well, to be honest, I kind of started flying K-Wings around March of this year. That was the 2 K-Wings, and then when the Games and Stuff Regional took place, I saw somebody there flying with a third ship. It just happened to be a Z-95 that they used to sort of trigger some of their own bombs just to activate Sabine Wren. And the issue I ran into with my double K-Wing list was it would just get focused down far too quickly. So I threw in Biggs as sort of a extra 5 or 6 health, including the integrated astromech, just to keep those K-Wings alive just long enough to deliver those bombs. But yeah, it's probably been like maybe 6 months or so that I've been playing with K-Wings.
And how long did it take until you started actually winning with?
Oh, fair enough. Honestly, the first store championship that I took my K-Wings to was sort of was meant purely as a troll list, I guess, and then I actually came in top 16 for that. That was actually at Games, store championship at Games and Stuff.
Okay.
And then the following week, I actually won my store championship with it, so not very long.
Okay, well, good. Meanwhile, what we've missed here is the first K-Wing slammed, and then the Lothal Rebels following behind it. And now we'll have, this is a very practiced opening by Billy. It's the same opening that we saw last time, where he hides Biggs behind there. Next turn, they'll both go forward.
So I won't be surprised actually to see this K-Wing here just purely go after Biggs, try to drop some counter-hits on him, activate Speed Ren, just to get Biggs completely off the table because Ghost on Ghost, Ben's got probably the better Ghost in this situation with the TLT.
Yep. So, yep, no shots, so we're moving on. I also think it's really good the distance that they have right now because it looks like if they just go straight forward at this point, the TLTs are going to have range, but the ion turret is probably not.
Yeah. So we'll probably see Billy moved his ghost sometime towards the center of the board just to try and close
He's
that
going to
gap.
have to come in. Now, if he doesn't come in next round, he just takes 4 free damage. So that's like 4 unanswered damage. But if he does come in, then he has to deal with being on a debris field, so he has stress and all that other awful stuff.
Now, another thing that Ben might be able to do here is if he actually turns away to keep Biggs out of range, he might just ignore Biggs for a good portion of this match, just given the size of Billy's, well, both of their ghosts for that matter, and just be able to kite the ghost along and just keep TLTing it until the gaps goes either TLT or a primary weapon, whichever happens to be a better option at the time.
And I don't need to hang around for
Do we like the Bombardier? Not really. I think I would rather just about anything other than Bombardier.
Yeah, for the same price, you can get an Intel agent.
Intel Agent's good. Intel Agent's really good with having slam on your dial. Yeah. Or slam on your action bar. Woo! People saying woo! There's some excited people out there. Okay, so let's see if Ben's going in or going out. That's really the choices here. Oh, he's going in.
Yep, with 9 health, that K-Wing can survive a pretty long time. The major issue you might run into is if he gets ioned, he's going to get a lot slower real quick.
Yeah. Can you ion and slam?
You can.
You can. Okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, it won't go very far.
No,
but,
no, not really.
But it might be enough to drop a nice Conrad or just get a little bit further out of range.
Yep. Ooh, I'm not sure I agree with that.
So what you might be trying to do here is go for a primary weapon attack, thinking that might be a little bit better.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're going to trade attacks, so
Yep,
don't
and
quite agree.
this is where we were right. He just had to come in, just to be able to be relevant.
And here's an interesting position because Biggs looks like he's going to be out of range with most of his maneuvers.
Yeah.
A 3-bank might get him in, but I think he's going to be out. Oh, 3 turns.
Return to use the tactical jammer for full effect there. Now, so with a 3 and a 3, will he be able to have that K-wing do something awful next turn, like a 3 forward and then a 3 bank and drop a bomb? Well, here's Biggs' opening shot. Oh, we should probably make this actually full screen rather than. Biggs' opening shot is garbage, or not Biggs'. Caden's opening shot is garbage. So one tiny little shield, and it looks like they're getting out the laser. Looks like a range 3 shot from Biggs as well. That's a much better shot. Oh, no, it's not. That's a terrible shot. I forgot he doesn't have the, he's not spending any eyeballs or anything. Looks like the K-Wing's taking a little bit of damage. Now the Rebel does not have range on Biggs, so we're going to be shooting through a rock, it looks like, at the Rebel, or at the Kanan Jarrus. Let's see if he's doing TLTs or primary. Yeah, that's a primary. He's got an eye there. Yep, he's got the eye. And 1 die thanks to the rock. So 3 shields get stripped off. And we get our free target lock.
So given that attack, that means that Biggs is out of range, so he'll be free to TLT later in the round.
Yep. At the end of the round, he's going to get his TLTs off. Looks like the K-Wing's going to have to shoot at Biggs, though. And that is a range 3 shot through a rock at Biggs. So we're not really expecting it to do much. And Biggs somehow dodges all of that. Yeah. And then the end of round. What order do you do things? Do you do the ion first, or like? So since Billy has initiative, I think his goes first. Yep. So we should start with the ion.
Actually, pilot skill might actually have a thing.
No, it's strictly initiative.
Okay.
And we got an ion token on the K-Wing. So it's just going to mosey forward. So no shenanigans there.
Well, so for the interesting position here, depending on what Billy does, he might end up getting blocked by that K-Wing, actually, since it's going to be moving first.
Yep.
I actually won't be surprised to see Billy actually drop out Zeb sometime in the near future, just to get some extra damage on the board. Because there's only going to be so much that you can do with that ion.
And here's the other TLT. Gets the damage in. And the other half of the TLT. And then the target lock. Now notice the way the new rules work, you don't get the target lock until after both TLT shots happen from fire control systems. So yeah, that's a neat thing to point out to the viewers here. And so yeah, he stripped a bunch of shields from the Ghost at the cost of a handful of shields off of his Warden, and the Warden getting ion. Yeah, the thing is now everybody's going to have to shoot at Biggs. So.
Well, so the K-Wing might just be going for a block here on.
I'm good.
Well, the K-Wing's going to be ioned anyway, so.
Yeah, the K-Wing's just moseying forward a little bit. Caden's probably going to bump into it unless he, I don't know where he goes.
Well, the good news behind that is the next round, the K-Wing will be able to move and possibly drop a counter net.
Oh, yeah.
Either hitting Biggs or the Ghost and doing some sort of ion control on that part.
Now everybody's in the tank here trying to figure out what they should do for their moves. This is going to be a pretty important turn.
So Billy's currently on debris cloud, right?
Yeah, he's completely enveloping that debris cloud.
So that's going to be kind of rough for the recon specialist that's on there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to get to take that action very often. Like, this whole area is just a mess of debris, so...
So I'm not sure for Billy's Ghost whether it makes more sense to turn left doing, say, a 3-bank or right doing a 3-bank. I'm thinking the right in order to try and get the primary weapon attack out of the rear arc.
Yeah, I think, you want to do a rear arc shot onto that Warden. I think that's... If you can just clear that Warden out, that'll be a good start.
Yep. Now get him out of the debris field. He'll be able to turn Biggs in, possibly with, like, depending on the layout of that debris cloud that he's on, you might be able to get like a 1-bank or a 2-bank in there and possibly finish off that Warden.
Yep. Yeah. Since we know where the Warden's going to end up, I think he can get a nice crossfire set up.
Yeah. The tricky thing is going to be if the warden actually slams and possibly goes for either a block or even a counter net. If there's enough room to turn left with a one bank after the one forward.
Yeah.
The counter net is actually a little bit wider than the warden's base, so you might actually hit the counter net before you hit the warden. And so in that case, the local what's it called? If you happen to get a block in.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're doing the one forward. Yeah, if he stays there, he's just going to get shot a bunch. I mean, he's probably going to get shot a bunch regardless, but yep, looks like he's going for the slam. We can't see anything because of the giant umbrella on the table, but
so what he's probably going to do is drop a counter net and hope he either goes, well, even if whatever maneuver he does, there's a pretty good chance he's going to hit this counter net.
yep. The co-host is Marcus, for those of you who just got back. And has Marcus ever run out of bombs? He said rarely. He usually uses about 8. I asked him the same question.
Now here's an interesting situation. So if Billy decided to go right, he might actually end up off the board from that counter net if he did a 3-bank right. Because he might end up being trapped in that corner after a 1 forward.
Yeah, because the 2-turn is a stressful maneuver on a ghost, or no, the 2-turn is the only non-stressful turn, right? So
That's correct. Yep.
So he might be able to. After doing the 1 forward, do a 2-turn and then another 2-turn. I mean, he'll be out of the game for a while, but while he turns around. But okay.
So this might be a good time to drop out Zeb out of Billy's ghost, just to give Ben's ghost a decision.
Looks like he didn't go very far at all.
Oh, all of a sudden, this actually turned into a really good position for Billy now, because he's going to be able to get possibly a range 1 shot into Ben's ghost, and not getting a return fire. It's
no,
long distance.
He did manage to get past. Let's move some tokens and stuff. What are they doing? Okay, so they did not actually succeed at getting through, so put the train tracks down. Come on, gentlemen. You know how this works, train tracks. Because now, oh my god, you're moving the debris around.
I guess they figure they're not really doing all that much rotation on the ghost, so just mudging it up a little bit should be sufficient.
Yeah.
But this is actually a really good position for Billy now, because he's going to be able to get a range 1 shot on Ben's ghost without any return fire coming in, because the TLT is range 2 to 3.
Yeah, it's a really good position. And Sabine did an extra point of damage, couldn't quite reach Biggs, so now Biggs bumps in there. So, I mean, the TLTs are going to be going into Biggs. But Biggs is going to have 3 dice to defend with, so.
Now, did Biggs actually end up getting blocked by the Warden? Does the Warden actually have a shot this round?
Well, the Warden's not going to have a shot. It slammed. But
yes.
but I think Biggs hit the Warden. It's tough to tell.
Looks like they're just trying to figure out arcs at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, Biggs isn't going to have a shot, so Kanan's just going to drop 5 dice. Looks like 3. Yeah, 3 damage. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And now we got 4 TLT shots going into Biggs.
Now, one set of these is going to have focus, and the end of round set is possibly going to have a target lock and a focus, depending on if he uses it right now. But Biggs is not going to have any defense modifiers, so no focus, no
Straight up
evade.
3 dice, yeah. And Kanan continues to not be able to use his ability because he's just sitting on a debris field. Ooh, good dodge.
But you know, if you roll well, that's all you need.
Yeah, if you just roll natural evades, whatever.
Oh, so we got a focus. Looks like 3 hits.
Yep.
And it looks like he's gonna take a damage.
There's 1 into Biggs. We'll see how long that, and he's moving the TLT, or the fire control system. And end of turn, you've only got your TLT, so.
Yep. So Billy will be able to ion.
Oh yeah,
that
Billy
might be
ions
one way-
first, yeah. He's trying to decide. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you can't fire at anything else, so yeah, you got to ion the ghost.
That's a free point of damage.
Yeah, 3 point. And it does threaten in case yeah, anything else weird happens. Like
Getting in a bad position.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like Ben might be this next round going with if he wants to turn into the ghost and try and track it or follow it. He might be threatened by going towards the board edge. So another ion would put him off the board possibly.
And here's the next TLT set. Looks like they're, yep, spending the target lock. Now only 1, which happened, and then the target lock to the back. Ooh. Well, the annoying thing is, even though he did 2 shields off of Big's total, one of them's going to just come right back, so. The health status, 2 shields is off Biggs. The ghost on the right side, Kanan, has 2 hull damage. And the Lothal Rebel took a big chunk of shields.
I think it lost about 3 shields so far, so it's
Yeah.
probably got 3 shields and 10 hull left.
Yeah, it looks like it still has 3 shields. And it looks like the K-Wing still has a couple shields left.
Yep.
Yep.
I think it only took some ion damage was all.
Yeah, it took a couple points for Ion. So really, these guys are just kind of scratching each other up a little bit. No serious damage has occurred yet.
Now, is there anything that the Warden can do to capitalize on this? He could probably drop the seismic charge to get Sabine to activate this round. Just doing a 3-4,
Yeah.
getting out of there with a slam possibly.
You know the ghost is only going a 1 forward, so you might as well drop a seismic.
It's a free 2 points of damage. You're probably going to hit Biggs as well.
Yep.
Yeah, things are looking good for the current position for Ben Kavanaugh.
Yeah, they're both in decent positions because, you know, we're going to have another good butt shot out of Kanan. Because where's that ghost going to go? That's not you're going to get shot in the butt.
Well, if you want to turn right with Ben's ghost, then you lose the shot. So you might not have a shot at all.
Yeah.
And you just get a free couple points of damage from the seismic.
Yeah, you could probably try just completely going away and have your warden just slam out of there and be like, whatever, we'll figure it out. I don't know. The thing is you got to get rid of Biggs. Like, you can't just let him regenerate. So, yeah.
Well, he's down to 4 health, 3 hull, and then the integrated astromech. So a couple of sets of bombs activating Sabine on them. It's really all you need to just take them out.
Yeah. We're transmitting for Aaron Utley's channel, Steel TV. So we're not doing a podcast. No, yeah, he's the Boba Fett guy. Yeah. Okay.
So it looks like Ben might be debating on whether he wants to turn in and follow or turn away. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Well, 5K definitely would fit if the Lothal Rebel did one. I'm not sure if Lothal Rebel wants to do one, but it'll definitely fit. Yeah. He has a Boba Fett costume, yes. He's not wearing it right now, obviously, but yeah. Yes, yeah, yep. Okay,
So he's dropping the seismic charge.
I mean, yeah, you basically have to. It's free damage. There's no reason not to drop it. Yeah.
looks like he's prepping for a 2-turn.
That's going to be over that debris, it looks like. So he gets a little bit of stress. And let's see if anything happens. Nope, that's a blank. Yeah. And meanwhile over here, which way did he go? Ooh, that's a scary move.
Well, he's not going to be in range of the ion.
He won't be in ion range. Yeah, you're right. Well, can you have Biggs move first? Because Biggs and Kanan are the same pilot skill.
Could.
You could have Biggs move first, block Kanan, then get the ion and push him one forward.
Let's see what Billy ends up doing.
That would be pretty awesome actually if that happened. Because then if he gets ioned one forward, he's still
Oh,
Yep.
So Biggs went pretty far. We'll see if the range 2 is going to be a problem for the ion.
Regenerated the shield. And the ion scoots forward. The rock file stuck to the bottom because of all the other stuff.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of extra damage. Looks like he's putting it all on the ghost. Or actually, is Biggs out of shields again? Looks like Biggs is out of shields again. Maybe he took the. Oh, yep, there we go. Extra damage went into Biggs. So now we get to the shooting phase.
Looks like ion cannon shot.
Yep. Otherwise, that would have been 4 dice. Otherwise, so he's going to try to see if he can walk Kanan towards the edge of the board there. Another shield off of Kanan. And Biggs obviously has no shot, so we've got our Warden and TLT. Oh, he's deciding who to move the.
So this might not actually be the end of the world for Ben, because if you remember, the Warden's going to be able to move beforehand and possibly block the ghost from
do the exact same thing that Biggs did. Yep.
So that could be the way they saves it. Let's see if what ends up happening in this round, and if he's going to have to.
And look at that evade roll. It's being streamed to Steel TV on YouTube. And another good evade roll on Billy's part. Yeah, Steel STELE TV on YouTube.
1-0.
1-0. So Biggs is down to 1 health, but it looks like he has a nice clear line to just fly away and regenerate.
Warden's firing.
Unless the Warden gets him. So maybe he doesn't regenerate. Did you have to eat, I can't tell, did he have to eat R2 at that point? And the extra point there. So you should have a ion ghost. And now
So
he's
it
trying
looks
to
like
finish
that
off.
might have been a missed ion.
No, I'm pretty sure he did the ion. He just maybe didn't put the token down. Maybe he only has 1 token. I don't know. He's trying to figure out his TLTs into. And that should be a reroll there because that's a point of damage. So now we're definitely getting rid of R2 there. And we'll spend the target lock. Try to finish off. Biggs. That looks like, yeah, that's Biggs off the board. That was pretty key. Oh wait, no, that's you. Where am I looking for? No, it's not that. It's S-T-E-L-E-T-V. Is the S-T-E-L-E-T-V. Okay. So
I don't see another token going down, so I think that might have actually been a missed ion.
A missed ion?
Well, it looks like
You can't miss an ion on a Lothal Rebel. We'll see if he puts a dial down for the Lothal Rebel. I'm assuming it hit. I just assumed it hit, so. Yeah, the Billy's double tap happened first. There definitely was an attack roll. I saw the attack roll. I'm assuming it hit. But we didn't really pay that much attention at the time.
So K-Wings don't really have a lot of options to try and clear the stress. It's either a really slow maneuver with a one bank or one forward or a two forward. So what Ben's trying to do is try and figure out whether it makes more sense to clear the stress now or just try and do a long move, get the K-Wing out of the way, and avoid some primary weapon shots out the rear of Billy's Ghost.
Tony's saying that he rolled 3 eyes with no tokens on the roll for the ion.
You know, it happens.
Yeah. That's heartbreaking, missing an ion on 0 agility. Like, how did I miss that? Yeah, this is a bit of a rough spot. He just doesn't have a lot of damage output right now, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking Billy really needs to bring out Zeb out of the Ghost at this point, just to be able to use some of his abilities with Tactical Jammer, just to make him worthwhile at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be able to deal more damage than a double ion tap will do. Like, I don't think there's any chances of him falling off the board, walking anybody off the board.
So he's going to drop with Bombardier as well.
Bombardier.
Coming in play.
Everybody was saying Bombardier. No, yeah, Bombardier's still terrible, but it's it's interesting that he's using it. So it is both seismic charges. And he even used one of the counter nets, so he's burning through his stuff pretty quickly there. So at least some bomber list is in the finals doing good work.
Well, see, so at this point, one of the benefits that you get out of the bombs is the fact that you can just be far away and still be able to do damage, being able to slam and just to try and pick off some of the Ghost's health at this point.
Yep. A solid 2 turn. Doesn't really matter at this point if he gets ions. And yep, he's pointing his butt arc at the ships over here. Just bouncing from one debris field to another. At Worlds, I'm almost certainly not playing Imperial. I will be playing probably Scum or Rebel. both are interesting.
So rolled for the debris. Doesn't look like anything happened.
Yep. Looks like nobody's near the bomb. And Kanan looks like he has a shot. Fires his butt gun. Rerolls that because it was cocked. Looks like he has 2 hits and rerolls. 3 hits. Got a pair of dice here. I guess evade a little bit. 2 shields. Well, you'll notice that Billy has a rubber band holding his ghost on, so he apparently has problems. But I don't know. Ben's ghost hasn't been falling off, so.
So we're checking arc here to see if there's a primary weapon shot coming into the ghost.
I think if anything, he has to do TLT. Along the arc, he's not going to have a shot.
So we're actually checking to see if we even have TLT range.
Yeah, not even TLT range. Look at that. That's a lot of give.
This is actually a good spot for Ben. Because he's going to be able to activate and do a second primary attack after this attack from the Warden.
And you can't do you can only do you only do charts, yeah. Yeah, if you could do multiple primaries, oh my god, that'd be so good.
That's what I get for not flying ghosts.
And spins the target lock to try to get a little bit of damage in. Bing. What is that? Four damage on the ghost right now. On the hull. On poor Kanan Jarrus. Kanan has not taken the focus action yet. So his ability, his recon spec, Jan Ors, none of that has been useful. Ben's been pretty much outflying him at this point. Drawing him through all these debris fields.
Oh, no. Yeah. All that happened was they came and asked me for it.
So at this point, the K-Wing's probably going to be slamming just to try and reposition, possibly even get into a good spot to drop that last counter net, possibly off the board. Although I think he's going to be less worried about that and just doing straight damage to the ghost at this point.
Yeah, you only need to get, what, six more in? Yeah. And then you just have to deal with Zeb, and I mean, a TLT deals with Zeb pretty quickly. And I highly doubt I will ever be in the Chicago area. It's not an area I normally go to. Unless I'm flying through it.
Ah, so he's cutting in a little bit closer.
Yeah.
See, the concern that I would have at this point is if you go a little too fast with the K-Wing, you might be able to still get picked off.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben definitely wants to stick out at range 3, get his TLTs going, not have to worry about getting any kind of double tap back at him. So he's taking some target locks. That was Chopper allowing that target lock, I think, because I'm pretty sure he's stressed. Okay, well, living a little dangerously there, but he should be okay.
Yeah, 2 turns should clear that.
Yeah, Ben has the title. Ben and Billy both have the title.
So I could see the benefit from this maneuver by Billy in the fact that he doesn't want the K-Wing to just be able to slam after executing like a long maneuver and drop that counter net on him and possibly off the board.
Yeah.
So it looks like we might be setting down. So
yep. Yeah, we shouldn't have any range there.
Shots.
Yeah. Oh man. The problem with these matches with bombs and everything is there's no super climactic die roll that everyone's on the edge of their seat about. It's all like a very methodical game.
Yep.
But there's no like cheers and like, oh my god, I can't believe that, you rolled that, because for the most part no one cares what you're rolling.
But as a player, it actually gives you a little bit more of an advantage in the fact that you have a consistent damage output
Yeah.
coming from your ships.
You control your own fate rather than having to roll the dice. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a great list. It just doesn't make for as exciting of a show. So how do you see these bomber lists doing in the Wave 9 meta?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it too much. I know that some of the, particularly the, what do they call it, Shadowcaster pilots have some nasty abilities I could see doing some real damage to some 1 agility ships. So this might be a very short-lived meta if something like this.
It finally fell off.
Yeah, those guest specs can be pretty pesky. So yeah, if you want to try and copy some of these bomb lists, it might not actually last all that long, especially considering Wave 9's just around the corner, it seems.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be great against bombs and stuff. Are still going to be great against like the Protectorate Starfighter because that's just another interceptor. So,
so here's an awkward situation for Billy because he's not going to be able to shoot, but Ben's going to be able to CLT him or primary depending on what he wants. So this is where we were talking about the range for that ion turret.
Yep. It's all about range control. Whoever controls the range better on this game is definitely going to pull out the win, and it definitely seems like Ben's been doing a better job of it. My card is in Wave 9, not Wave 10, right? Wait, no, my card is in Wave 10, isn't it? No, wait. Yes, it's in Wave 10, not Wave 9. You're right.
So it looks like we're seeing a primary weapon attack.
So therefore, no, I can't say anything about it. And he dodges everything. Because that's what you do. Woo! They were clapping over there.
So we'll see some TLT shots coming.
Yep, the end of round TLT. Okay, that seems not half bad.
So it looks like it's going to be shooting through a rock, so let's make sure that at least something goes down.
Yep, there's a point. A guaranteed point. Anytime he rolls 2 damage, it's going to be a guaranteed point. And 2 damage for another guaranteed point. We started the second column, okay.
So we should be at
4?
Something like that, yep.
Yeah. And the target lock comes back.
Yeah, time is running out for Billy's Ghost.
Yep.
This might actually be a good turn to drop Zeb, that way he doesn't come out with that extra, is it a hit or crit?
It's no, it's a face down card.
Oh, face down card? Okay.
Yeah, you just assign a face down card to him when he pops out via explosion.
And you can see there still looks like plenty of shields on each Finn ship.
Yeah.
So even if he tries to do something a little riskier, it might be not all that difficult or all that dangerous for him.
Yeah, he needs, Billy needs some crazy range 1 ghost shot that it gets to a blinded pilot or something like that to...
So on that note, I don't think Ben's actually going to turn into the ghost. I think he's going to be doing like a 2 bank to the left or a 3 bank to the left. Just try to keep that range as well as try and prevent himself getting ioned off the board.
Yep, you don't have to be too crazy here. Don't have to go nuts. Just have your ships do their thing, and because all you need to do is have a quad set of TLTs hit, and then it's just you versus Zeb. So the hit points totals, it's not very good for Billy. Billy has 4 health left, and meanwhile both the other ships that are on the board still have shields.
So this is an interesting slam. I'm not sure I agree with it because now it's going to possibly block the ghost, or it possibly signals that he's actually going to be turning in, which might even be worse.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, he did turn in. Yeah, I don't like the turn in. Like, what if? Now, assuming Billy turns in. You know, all kinds of pictures being taken over there. Billy can get a good range one shot.
No damage from his thrust.
No damage, yep. And he's trying to decide if he wants to chopper for, yep, he's choppering for an action. So, to try to get a range one shot back at him.
Yeah, at this point, Ben's probably looking for a kill on Billy's ghost.
That was a one turn, okay.
So now does he drop the... Nope.
Well, he can. It's not an action or anything, it's just something you do, so.
I'm just not seeing him do it yet.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see what he does. I would do it here. Like, there's like no, oh, nope, he didn't.
Ooh.
Oh, that was awful. If he did the 2 turn instead of the 1 turn and got an eyeball, that would have been.
Looks like a direct hit.
Yeah, that's not a lot of text. Oh, yep. So he's into hull, but he's about to lose. Ben's doing pretty well. So yeah, now we've got
Turning fire.
all the fixins coming in.
So looks like 4 hits so far. That might do it.
Yeah,
We'll have
4
to
hits.
count it.
I've got a terrible one around here somewhere that doesn't really work very well. No, sorry, I can't see it. Marcus might have one. Hang on. You got a pen? Yes, this is the finals, as it says at the bottom of your screen. And yeah, Zeb's squirted out and takes a free damage.
Oh, and Ghost is dead.
Yep. Zeb cannot fire this round. Not that he was going to anyway, but.
So it looks like we're going to see some TLT shots coming in from them.
Yep.
It's looking pretty good.
Oh, good dodge by Zeb.
Second shot.
And 2.
Almost.
Zeb's down. So Zeb's at 2 health. And has to kill everything. I don't know.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance, but I'm saying that we should also probably start rolling the credits and playing the final music here, as Ben is shortly going to be the Nova Open champion for 2016.
So at this point, I'm guessing that he's probably going to just be trying to bring the Warden in and drop that last counter and activate the Speed Ren. There's not really any risk to it because he's got plenty of health. He's not going to die this round, at least one round.
Yep.
So just turning the Ghost away, try to get some TLT shots, might be the safest bet.
Yeah. If I was Billy, I would just have Zeb do a right turn off the board and be like, whatever, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm expecting probably a 2 bank followed by a 2 turn from this K-Wing to do drop or slam and possibly drop that last continent. because figure the worst case scenario is Zeb's just going to do like a
4K
forward
or
maneuver
something, yeah.
and still be combat ineffective at that point.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, yeah, if you just set it up, like do that 2 bank and 2 turn and counter net, and then Zeb just rolls right over it with a turn. Yeah, I can see that.
So actually, at this point, since the Ghost also has plenty of health, it looks like, you might just be happy with just doing a 1 turn in, assuming he has. Oh, he doesn't have Hera, so it'd be a 2 turn.
He's stressed. It'd be 2 turn, yeah. Be like, either way, either I'm going to kill you with the bomb that I drop, or I'm going to kill you with TLTs.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, now that is a. I probably wouldn't drop the counter if you were intending on bringing the Ghost in, though.
What? They're around somewhere. I have no idea what matters and what doesn't. So
Looks like Judge is over there.
maybe they're over there. And yep, you're right about the 2 bank.
Okay.
Let's see if he does the 2 turn. Follow it.
Now the tricky thing here is if he doesn't kill Zeb, you don't want to iron yourself off the board. So,
That'd be hilarious.
oh no, he's just gonna target.
Taking
lock.
the safe path, yeah.
No real rush here at this point. Ghost probably no.
Oh yeah, Zeb has to go, yeah.
Nope, he's gonna just move in for the final.
Oh yeah, if he did that 2 turn and dropped the counter net like you were saying, yeah. You have to teach Ben some bombing lessons. That's what has to happen.
But now we're probably gonna see the Ghost turn in, and it is the safer bet. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he
we're gonna
barrel
see a
roll?
barrel roll.
Barrel rolling the block? I mean, you kind of have to, because wherever he ends up, assuming he does not kill the Warden this turn, the Warden just kills him. And it looks like that was a good choice to get there, and that's going to block the Ghost.
I don't know. It looks like there might be enough room there for it to fit. It'll be close.
Oh man, if there's enough room to fit that, that's curtains.
I'd put it on the other side. No. What are you doing there?
They're putting some train tracks, but those train tracks are not long enough. So I don't know why they made a 1 forward train track.
I guess they assume that it's probably going to get bumped. So
Yeah.
all right, there it is. All right, so that was a good block by Zeb.
Yeah.
He's starting to do some work. He's
But,
got a long road ahead of him. But
Very, very long road. But yeah, now Zeb has to somehow not get hit by a counter net on the K-Wing's next turn. When the K-Wing just does what, like 1 bank right, 1 bank left, and drop the counter net?
at this point, that'd be kind of dangerous because it could put him off the board.
That's a good roll. Good roll by Zeb there.
Oh.
Oh. This is where Zeb takes out the K-Wing in a single shot.
How many crits are we getting?
That looks like 3 crits. Blinded Pilot is one of them? I'm pretty sure I heard him say Blinded Pilot. That was pretty impressive. The Blinded Pilot means you do not have to worry about getting shot back. There's all kinds of random effects that are just happening now.
But he's going to get a shot back against unmodified dice.
No, well, not if he's a Blinded Pilot.
Oh, that's true,
Yeah.
yep. Good point. Blind pilot flips.
Yep.
So I'm going to check out what those other 2 crits
Sure,
are.
okay. We'll find out what those other crits are. That was a really good roll by Zeb. The old triple crit roll.
So the other 2 crits are damage sensor rate and shaken pilot. So he's not going to be doing straight maneuvers. So
And he can't slam.
Yep. So This actually kind of turned around a little bit for him. He's still going to have a long road ahead to try and take out that ghost, but
So do you do like a one bank left and drop a counter net and just... That, I think, is pretty much done. You would have to talk to the people in the yellow shirts.
no.
Not that I know of. You'll have to talk to the people in the yellow shirt way over on the other side of the room for that, though. I don't know. Okay, so... Yep. Yeah, a little banky action. Oh yeah, with damage sensor array, you can only take actions on...
Action card. Or
no,
damage cards.
Damage cards, so yeah, you can't even drop the counter net. Wow. That was like the best combination of 3 crits he could have gotten. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, with the Bombardier, he would counter net and get that extra little distance there and just kill him. But now he can't. Still, he only needs to do 2 damage.
So Billy's still got to be careful because the ghost also has proxy mine, and that could just as easily activate Speed and Ren, deal 2 damage there, and
Yep.
or deal A damage plus whatever the proxy mine rolls.
Yep, that's true. And he moves his Kanan, or his Lothal Rebel moves after Zeb. Yeah, if he got 2 direct hits, that would have been even better, yes. But that'd have been so awesome if Zeb just was like, bam, 1 shot. I'm gonna roll 4 dice and do 6 damage to you. That'd be great.
There's not really a good position for this K-Wing other than maybe you're doing a 2-turn left, but the problem with that is Zeb's just going to be falling right behind with a 2-turn right. Try to finish it off.
Yep.
And the worst part about it is, depending on what Ben does with the Ghost, there might not be a shot against Zeb.
I think you do a 2-turn right with the K-Wing. You bump in there and go, whatever, I bumped.
Okay.
And then
Set
you
up
do
for
like
the
a big 3 bank with your Lothal Rebel, and just be like, I want to be range 2. If I'm not range 2, okay. You know. Well, we'll see what happens here.
All right, he's just doing a 1 forward.
Didn't he get the crit that he couldn't do a forward?
That is, from what I heard, oh, actually, we're even seeing a slam here, so I think my information might be wrong on this.
Yeah, go look again, because yeah, he's totally cheating it otherwise. Okay, we're backing it up because Ben is a giant cheater, and what? I mean, they have to because yeah, he totally ignored both crits on him.
I saw that, yeah. Somebody told me he had a damage sensor array, and I was like, why is he doing this then?
Yeah, he's not allowed to do the straight maneuver, and he's not allowed to. So we're going back a little bit.
Does that mean that he gets that Billy gets to choose his dial? It looks like
It looks like, yeah, he handed over his dial because he dialed
3
in.
forward. 3 forward's looking pretty good for the K-Wing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, he can't because
Can't even choose 3 forward, but
maybe a 3 bank.
3 bank, yeah.
Just possibly try to get him off the board there.
Well, we'll just do a 2 afterwards. Hey. So, whoops. This is why we use crit tokens when crits happen. So we remember things like this after long days.
So I'm just glad that we caught that before everything got pulled off the board at least. But it looks like he's just doing a slow maneuver. So I think Billy just kind of wants to finish this off at this point.
And he tries to clear the damage sensor, right? Okay, so now he can play like a normal person. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do the 3-bank, but oh no, he's setting because Zeb's doing that move, and he wanted to have Zeb get a good shot. Let's see.
Arc on that might be close.
Yeah, the arc's pretty close. He can barrel roll if he wants to, but I guess he thinks he's in. And we'll see what the ghost does. What's the crit on the ghost is just a direct hit, right?
Didn't check. So, I think you're right though.
Yeah. So nothing Ben can forget.
So Zeb, for the moment, is actually going to be looking in a good position, unless the opponent, unless Ben's Zeb decides to pop out. But don't really see that happening. There's not really a rush to.
I mean, pop him out with a 4K, and at least you get a shot.
Yeah.
You might be able to get something out. I mean, I'm not sure if a turn won't do anything useful. So.
Well, the tricky thing is, no, never mind. Lothar Rebel and Zeb are the same pilot skill, so there's no risk of Zeb bumping into the back of the ghost.
Yeah. Okay. So, ooh, look at that. That is a dead K-Wing. Zeb's getting back in the game.
Billy says, "Not today."
Yeah, he was out of seismic charges. He used both of those earlier. Yeah, the ghost has no shot because he's too close for TLTs. So we just go right back to dials. This is Zeb's getting back in. I mean, realistically, Zeb's not going to do it, but
so
I'm rooting for him.
So for what it's worth, the Ghost doesn't look like he can do a 5K here because it's going to go off the board in case. I think the only thing you can really do here would be a 3-bank or a slow maneuver. Maybe a 1-bank in and try and set it up for the next round. Unless it did a 2-turn or a 3-turn. Or even a 1-turn for that. Well, 1-turn might put the back edge off. It'd be kind of close.
A 1-turn left?
Yes.
No, 1-turn left is fine.
Okay.
I think.
At any rate, some sort of a maneuver to go towards the left, set up for the next round.
Yeah. Because if he drops the prox mine that he's carrying, then yeah, all's well.
Well, keep in mind that Billy Zeb is going to be moving beforehand anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
So there's no guarantee that the prox mine is going to be right where he wants it to be. Or rather, the Ben's Ghost is going to be right where he wants to be to drop the prox mine. Now, a hilarious thing that might happen is Ben might actually drop out his Zeb, which is at full health still, just to activate the prox mines and just run over himself. Just to get to beat the trigger.
If you get down to 1 health left, I can see doing that, but I'd be worried about rolling like hit crit and having Zeb explode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, no reason to take any risk at this point. Alright, so Billy Zeb's going to be moving towards the right. I guess he's trying to think that maybe he's going to get a range 1 shot here. So what we got here?
Is that just a turn into
Oh, so he went for a long maneuver. Oh, but he's going to get a range 1 shot possibly from...
Yeah, that's a painful spot to be in. And he's got all the tokens. Okay, now I think at this point we've got a problem.
Alright, so it looks like he rolled 2 hits.
2 hits, no crazy crits that Ben has to remember. And
5 dice.
And all the dice. And yeah, that's
probably a
that's
dead
it.
Zeb.
Yeah, there goes Zeb.
Yep, there you go. For real this time.
Yes, he's actually dead. Okay, so cheating Ben Kavanaugh, who forgets all his crits, wins the 2016 Nova Open X-Wing Championship. Ben. So that was a good game. I was rooting for Zeb there, but Zeb didn't pull it out. Billy's mom wants to know how he's doing. Sadly, Billy lost and came in second. Yeah.
So we all make mistakes. It happens. Luckily, we were able to catch this before any significant damage was done to the field, and we were able to reset. But congratulations to Ben Kavanaugh. Good job, Billy, as well.
Yep.
It was a great match. Learned a lot from Ghost piloting. So
Yeah, Ghost
tutorial
do some pain. They just shot the pain. Yeah. Yep. It is just over, and yep. So I'll tell Billy his mom was asking about him. But yes, that is the end of the 2016 Nova Open X-Wing Championship. So we will see you guys whatever the next time is that Aaron decides to stream these things.
So if you're looking to fly Rebels in the near future, it looks like Ghost, Biggs, and K-Wing seem to be the way to go.
Those are the 3 ships you're allowed to use. Everything else apparently doesn't quite work yet. So yeah, lots of health. That's really what it is. Health and ways to get more health on your healthy ships. Okay, well, see you guys around. Goodbye.